were looking for quite a while for a good coffee. We were introduced to Sam from Gabriel Coffee. We needed a boutique coffee roaster. Sam is extremely passionate in what he does. It comes through in his coffee. The wealth of knowledge that he transfers to his clients is phenomenal.
I think the choice of coffee is very important. Gabriel Coffee are the most passionate people I've met in terms of coffee roasting and producing great quality coffee. I've had a lot of success using them and they're brilliant.
So the coffee for us from day one was Gabriel Coffee. We were looking for a unique blend which would appeal to everyone. We chose his Monte Carlo blend. It's got a nice dark chocolate finish. We are in a Mediterranean neighbourhood. We needed not a bitter coffee, not a strong coffee, but a flavoursome coffee.
Sam, the crew at Gabriel are great. Sam taught me from the beginning, and step by step I slowly gained my knowledge. Before I knew it, I was making coffee like a pro.
When we decided to go with Sam from Gabriel Coffee, it was just a perfect fit. He was a young up-and-coming, growing in the market, and so was I. So Gabriel Coffee was the best fit for Kingston. He's a go-getter, he's got a young family, everything that he had a desire for is something that I'm striving to. He could roast the blend specifically to our needs or my flavour profile. I'm more of an old school where I like the caramel notes, the more earthy notes. When Sam and I sat together to roast the blend, he came up with a darker roast, and that way he punches through a lot of milk coffees.
Sam from Gabriel Coffee roasts beans for us here. I guess the freshness from here starts with the coffee. The beans we use from Sam is the Vivace organic blend. Personally, I love the caramel, the fruitiness and the cacao flavours that come through the coffee. You really, when you first sip the coffee, you get a real berry-like flavour, which really translates into a beautiful cacao, slightly chocolatey notes towards the end of the palate.
A few cafes ago, I started working with Sam. He taught me a lot and still does.
Sam came to our old cafe with some samples. We have always used Vivace and wouldn't change it. Love it, love working with it.
Our coffee is supplied by the best coffee roaster in the country, Gabriel Coffee. He handpicks his shops. He doesn't just put his coffee in any shop across Sydney or across the state. He really chooses the best. We found them to be such a wonderful company to work with. They're growing and they've really been committed to ensuring their coffee is always of the finest quality. Currently we're using the Vivace blend. The Vivace blend has got a real fullness to it. It finishes beautifully on the palate. It's good for an occasional coffee drinker, and it also appeals to someone who likes to drink a full body coffee without being too strong or too complex. This has a nice range of flavours.
When I started looking for a new coffee brand, I wanted to step away from all of the general coffee brands that I had used previously or were on the market. And then somebody mentioned Gabriel Coffee, and so I started to look into what Gabriel Coffee does and who they are and what they were about. And then I discovered Sam. I liked his vision, and more so I liked the passion that he had about his coffee. And one thing I know about people with passion is that when you have passion for what you're doing, you deliver the best. And in my opinion, without a doubt, I believe Gabriel Coffee is the best coffee on the market in Sydney at the moment. We use the Monte Carlo beans, and we also use the single origin beans for the black coffees, which change week to week.